Hey guys, my name is Matthew. I'm not Misty Connects yet today. Today is myself, the guy behind the YouTube channel, and this is a video I've been threading to do for a long time. I mean, there's a really good thing about it, and I'm gonna lead with that because it also is incremental to my second point. First off, the good news is Jess is pregnant with baby number two. We've known since November, but just not to jinx it, we held back on to announcing it to everybody. So yeah, we have a second child that is gonna join Misty, which is my current daughter. If you've been following me on social media, I tend to go a little bit overboard with how much I love her, but yeah, so we're gonna have a family of four, and that is exciting. But that is also tying in with my other news, which is not as good as one as the previous one. And if you've been a long time coming on my channel, it is regarding Chronixia and the Eighth Seal, the anime I've been working on. And with the tone of my voice and the old appeal of everything, I'm guessing you already know how it's going to turn out. Chronixia and the Eighth Seal, also known as Kates, is going to be going on an indefinite hiatus because, well, I just don't have the time for it anymore. When I first started the project back in 2016, that was when I was living in an apartment. It was when Jess and I weren't even married. We were barely engaged. And Misty, our daughter, was not even in the conception process. Like, she wasn't even a thought in our mind. We were trying, but we've been also trying for 2 years. So it wasn't really something that was holding us back. Now, well, most of the outside support that I had on Patreon has decreased tremendously. YouTube apocalypse has been absolutely bonkers, and I just can't fathom the thought of putting my own money when I barely go by onto the project. So, with all these pieces coming together, I couldn't afford to keep the animation team on. We had I have the full soundtrack for it for the show. I have the voice actors that did their job for up to episode 2 or 3, I believe, and we just can't go on with it. So I don't know. Maybe in the future, if I become super wealthy again and YouTube picks back up and fix all the issues, and we get to make a lot of income on it, or if my Patreon goes back up, maybe we'll pick it back again. But the project, what was originally meant to be a fun endeavor where everyone could work on an indie thing, had this overwhelming darkened aura around it that was putting pressure on everybody. The creator had to deliver. The viewers were impatient because they were waiting for it and they really wanted it, which is understandable. And myself, where I was caught between a rock and a hard place, it wasn't a good energy to be on, and I kind of want to step back from it. And maybe I'm using that as an excuse to actually go and take a step back, put it on ice for a while. Maybe in the future, like I said, if everything's come peachy again, then I'll pick it back again. But the whole point of the anime was originally for me to put some shine on the novel that I wrote, which is Chronixia and the Eighth Seal, the novel. And ever since we started doing the anime, I've sold 4,500 copies, which is which is way more than most prolific author first book starting sales. So I could not be more grateful to everyone who's been supporting the project, whether it's monetary, financially, or just with your patience and your guidance and your tips or your tricks, or especially all the staff that's been working on it. The voice actors, they did a sublime job every time. The audio staff is absolutely phenomenal, and I have nothing but praises for them. But at the end of the day, it all falls down on myself and my shortcomings, and where I didn't deliver. It was too big of a project, with myself being too inexperienced at doing something like that. So if I've let you down, I am incredibly sorry. And my heartfelt apology could not be more shared through a camera than it could be in person. I am sincerely sorry. I couldn't deliver. And I hope I can make it up someday and pick it back up, so everyone who believed in it could still see it. If you want to know what happens in the story, the book is still available, and if you want to have a chance at it, you can go ahead. I I wasn't good enough. So what does that mean for the channel in itself? The channel is gonna continue. I want to go back into putting like my actual time into doing the videos that I loved. I want to start 2018 strong. I have so many cool videos in store that I'm hoping you guys are gonna enjoy. I know you guys are big fans of Guess the Anime. That's coming back. I have an episode that's almost done. The top 10s, I want to keep them weekly if possible. There's a lot of things that I want to wrap up. I want to complete 2017. I want to also do more Anime of the Week, because that's a series. I'm sorry, my voice is cracking up because yeah, I am sad. I wish I could have done a better job, and that's on me, and nothing to take away from it. So I'll own up to it, and that's also the reason why I'm doing a video about it. Also, I know some of you might think the haters had a big part in it. They did not. We did the first episode. It had some backlash because, again, we're an indie team. We went in with like a foot out of the door already, because nobody would believe in a Western production making an anime Japanese standard. So that's never been a part of the problems that we had to deal with. We had we give it a best shot, and it wasn't good enough. And for that, I am sorry, because it is my say in the matter at the end of the day. So I don't want to ramble too much. I have already taken a lot of your time. I didn't want this to be my first video of 2018. It is going to be because of obvious reason. I mean, you guys needed to know about Jess's second child coming in, and also that I didn't want to keep you guys hoping for more. Maybe we're going to have some slight stuff coming back up that has been like never entirely finished. Maybe I'll do something about that. I'm not sure. Maybe down the road, again, it might come back. I don't know where the future is going to lead me. I'm glad I had the opportunity to give it a shot and understand as an anime reviewer, like all the back details that goes into creating a project, and that goes a long way into me cutting some slack into productions and anime companies as well. So thank you so much for your time. And I hope you're gonna stick around to my channel, even if you have been here merely for Critics and the 8 Seals since 2016. I know some people are here just for that, and that was fine. And for that, I'm sorry, because this is kind of where the road hand for you guys. So if you want to check into my other content, maybe that's gonna appeal to you. And if not, then I hope from the bottom of my heart that you're going to have a wonderful life, and I hope we're going to cross paths again someday. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in an actual video very shortly, which is going to be with a much better tone than this one. Thank you.
recall your face that day. Things I hid inside and locked away.